Yo, we back with another video. I know it's been a minute since I posted. I'm sorry, but we finna get back on it. We finna get y'all back with these tutorials. So today, I'm doing a 3-guard on top with a mid fade and a beard service. So I'm starting it off by hitting it with a 3 closed, just going against the grain, just making sure I'm hitting it every angle and not leaving any flyaway hairs. And after that, I'm starting my fade and I'm punching in the guideline with my soft trimmers right there off the eyebrow, just creating a nice mid drop initial guideline. And now I'm cleaning it up with my trimmers, making sure I'm not leaving any hairs behind, nice and bald. Clean guidelines bring clean fades. Clean guidelines make clean fades. Cleaning them off because nobody wants a haircut with hair all over them. And after that, I'm going in with my shavers. And on those shavers, if you're a new barber, do not go so high with your shaver. And if you do, when you attack it, hit the top of that guideline, hit the bottom of that guideline, and then go down to try to soften it, not creating another guideline. But in all honesty, if you're a new barber, I would not use a shaver. Or I would just wait till I get done with the haircut and just hit the bottom of the fade with the shaver until you work your way up to being more comfortable with the shaver. And then after that, I'm gonna start creating my first guideline, which is a lever open. And I go about an inch guidelines, because if you don't make your guidelines big enough, they make like really compressed fades. And me personally, I like gradual fades. And so I go about an inch guideline, lever open, no guard. And then I go under there by attacking this fade by closing my clipper with no guard, just tapping that bottom line. I zoomed in to show y'all, just tap that bottom line. Really, all fading is just fading those dark lines, fading shadows, and not pushing your fade too high, just staying in those guidelines. And all I do is just start off with it closed and work my way up. And that's what you call lever play. You're just playing with that lever. Just playing with that lever and just hitting whatever dark spots look dark and just finishing with the lever open. That's how you make a fade. And my next guideline is a 1 guard open. Another 1-inch guideline, 1 guard open. And just make clean guidelines. As you can see, I'm going back over the guideline that I'm creating. I'm going back over to make sure I get every hair. Clean guidelines make clean fades, I'm telling y'all. So I'm going back over it, making sure everything's nice and crispy. And don't be scared to get in there, man. Make that guideline. As you can see where my guideline's at. And then I'm doing the same thing with my half guard. I'm closing it, tapping that bottom line, because if you go too high, that's how you create a high fade or an ungradual fade, because you're pushing it too high. So just flick at it. Don't get too aggressive. Just flick at it, and then lever play. Start messing with that lever until you start seeing that fade come together. So I'm starting off with it closed, and as I work my way up, I'm opening the lever more and more until I get a lever open, flicking out at the end. But even in right where I'm at right there, there's some dark areas, and that's where detailing comes in, because I jump into my next part, which is a 1.5 open. So I'm doing my 1.5 open, setting my next guideline. And man, I'm telling y'all, I know this is my 3rd time saying it, clean guidelines make clean fades. So make sure y'all's guidelines. I remember being a new barber, scared to put a guideline in. No, get in there, make your guidelines so you know what you're fading into. So so this is a 1.5 open. So I'm attacking this with a 1 closed, tapping the bottom line, and just lever playing. That's all fading is just fading shadows, lever playing, and creating nice flush haircuts, and just understanding how can I put this? Understanding like how to stay in your guidelines and not bringing it too up, because that's how you create a fade, by staying in each guideline and fading it properly. And now I'm going in with a 2 open, just flicking out on the side of his head, just flicking into it. He had a 3 on top, so a 2 open is just as close as a 3 close. So it's easy to blend into that. So I got that 2 open, and I'm just going over the side of his head. Just go over and over and over until you actually see what needs to be taken off is getting taken off. And after I do that 2 open, I get my 1.5 and I close it, and I do the same method. Lever play right there. I'm just hitting all the dark areas that need to be hit. And even if you feel like you can do it with all the way closed, that's the beauty in fading. It's just whatever you can do to blend those dark shadows, and without making harsh guidelines or making it too high or unproportional. You're just building a fade, man. So I just went in there and hit all those dark spots, and I fade the other side. I go in and edge it up, do his beard work. I'm probably going to do the beard tutorial on another video, but here's the after, man. It's haircuts, man. If you want to learn how to cut hair, you get out what you put in. I believe anybody could be a good barber. You just got to apply yourself. So I locked my boy in the game. Y'all let me know in the comments what haircuts you want to see next or what type of videos.